So tell me a little bit more about Video Warrior. Like so you took, from the time you and I met, you basically built a school. Yeah. You've built a whole community. It's all around, I know what it's around, but please tell me, or the audience and the people who are watching this, what is it that you built? What is it that people can learn in this school?
Good. Well, I'll explain it very flat, but I'd love to also explain why it's important. But we basically take video people who already know how to make videos, and teach them how to sell. Not just how to sell, but what to sell, right? And how to be worth more and charge more. So, for us, like we believe video is the most powerful business tool in the world. Most businesses and video people don't know that because of how the industry is built. Yeah. But, we just believe when yielded correctly, it can be huge. So if it could bring that much results, then we should get paid for knowing how to do it. And so that's our mastery, is trying to bridge this gap between video and business. Because right now it's not just far apart, but it's hurting a lot of businesses. Yeah. So yeah, we call ourselves Video Warriors. We fight for our clients. I love. We were just having dinner right before this, and you were talking about how this is. So it's for professional videographers or people who want to be professional videographers, let's say. So they have an understanding of how to make video. Sure. But it's not about making video. It's about making a business that sells video, or helping businesses use video to actually grow their business in and of itself. It's helping the professional who's going to go in there and say, I know your business needs video. Here's why. And here's how I can help create that video for you, and how those videos actually convert and actually do that stuff. It's not about just the camera settings or what preset or LUT somebody is using. That's the easy part.
Sure. But I love that you have like a Facebook group, for example, that you like ban any of that, right? It's like, it's not about the gear. And we hear this all the time, right? Like every big YouTuber that makes videos for a living, it's like, it's not about the gear. It's about like the story you're able to tell. But I think you take it to a next level further, which is like, it's not even about the story that you tell. No. It's also about like the approach, the investment that you can make in yourself, and the investment that you can make other people make in video, and in hiring you as a videographer to help make that happen. And I love that. I love that it's so niche, it's so powerful in that way. But it's yielding results, and that's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most important part in that respect is knowing what video needs to get made, and then what to do with it. And knowing all that based off, what do you call it? Like diagnosing a business, figuring out where the big, in chiropractic, we call it subluxation, but where the big opportunities are. Yep. And then knowing what video needs to get made to secure that opportunity, or to stop the leak if there's a leak. And then knowing how to implement and track. But making it, I mean, we do in a sense talk about like testimony, like we'll talk a bit about what makes these things good, but we're not going to tell you how to set your ISO and what camera to buy. That is definitely what's created a lot of this mess.
Yeah, I think that there's just too much emphasis on making the pretty video, and they overvalue the beauty of a video, which I think is important. I think good framing is important. I think good lighting is important. I'm clearly one of those people who nerds out on that. Sure. Hence,
yeah. But you're a creative. You're a creative.
Yeah. And I'm a creative, and I love that. This is this is an art for me at this point. Yeah. It's like, it's no different than me making the paintings that are behind you. You know what I mean? For me, it's a form of expression, not just a form of business. But I've known video is super important in business forever. Yeah. I think it's the most important thing that people could do in terms of like the best ROI dollar that they can spend is on video. Yeah. And even if they wanted to turn on Facebook ads, video ads perform better than non-video ads for the most part. And so it's like, if you can, like, there's nothing better that communicates online, and there's nothing more efficient than online communication, but there's nothing better that communicates online than moving pictures and sound. Now, without a doubt, wherever somebody has a following, let's say they have a big podcast and somebody's listening to this in via audio, well, it's also influential. But I think video is just the king of that. And I think a lot of people feel like it's saturated who are in the industry, but it's far from, because there are millions and millions of small business owners and entrepreneurs and people out there that are not making enough video. And if you subscribe to the Gary Vee school of thought, they're not making like 100 videos a day because he's just insane.
Yeah. Well, I think the way I like to think about this, and this is more we're in a podcast format, so we can go this deep, but if you look at the digital world, and that's how I see it as a world, it has everything a world does, communities, commerce, communication. It's where the world's going, and it's businesses' responsibility to begin merging their identities and business models into this world, where physics are completely different, where time doesn't exist, right, online, not in the same way it does in, we'll call it the 3D world. So in time, you can, time is unlocked. Basically, there's no limits. You can survive everywhere at all places, and that goes to the second part, which was space. So not only can you be in multiple places, you can be all there at once, the same time, all the time. So when you learn how to merge an identity or like a business model or a message onto this platform, that's what's winning right now, is because a lot of companies are limited to time and space. If they don't spend time on something, or they're not in a certain place, they don't drive results. This is why all small businesses are failing, is because they're limited to a 3D paradigm. And video just acts and plays with reality really nicely, depending on how much you distort it and mess around with it. But it's video in a sense is reality in this new world. So what I focus on is what parts of 3D reality are great and they work, but they're just limited. And that's where we find where we can really begin making an impact, not just by making flashy videos and doing new strategies, but recognizing what's already driving people, what's already creating breakthroughs, what are the moments inside of a business that are doing something but are just limited. And most people, when they think video, it's like, oh, the Gary Vee stuff. Like let's go into this new world. First, I look at what's already working with our world and just merge it into the new physics. And that's for Video Warriors, what has been because it's almost like guaranteed results, right? If you don't really mess up, because it already works. People already learn about who you are and what you do and what makes you different and why you do it. And it's literally driving your business. So we just need to unbind that. And that's the kind of places we focus on first. Going on the offense and creating commercials and vlogs, like that's stuff that we recommend doing down the line after you've unbound yourself.